We Marines fight against pirates and carry the word justice on our backs. Someone who runs away and lets an enemy see his back has no right to call themselves a Marine. Hello and welcome to One Piece 101, the series that breaks down everyone and everything in the One Piece world. Today we're delving into one of the primary antagonists of the series, Sakazuki. Now, Sakazuki is one of the more infamous characters in One Piece, loved and loathed in equal parts by fans. He is a very tall, muscular, and intimidating man who always sports a serious and grim disposition. Although the most striking and terrifying thing about Sakazuki is that he is a devout believer in absolute justice. This means that he will go to any lengths, no matter how ruthless and savage, to do what he perceives as the greater good. And we immediately receive a taste of this philosophy during our very first meeting with Sakazuki during Nico Robin's flashback. Sakazuki served as a vice admiral during the Buster Call on Ohara and ordered his troops to bombard and destroy civilian evacuation ships, just on the off chance that one of their targets had snuck aboard, effectively wiping out an entire civilization just for the purpose of insurance. But it should also be noted that Sakazuki's commitment to absolute justice does not mean absolute obedience. He's actually very well known to take matters into his own hands without orders from his superiors, and he's even argued directly with the 5 Elder Stars. At some point after the Ohara incident, Sakazuki was promoted to the rank of Admiral, a title bestowed upon 3 members of the Marines at any given time. As a result of this, Sakazuki received the epithet Akainu. As with all admirals, this name is a combination of a color and an animal, in this case literally translating to red dog. To the fanbase at large, Sakazuki is much better known by his alias Akainu. However, for the rest of the video I will be doing my best only to refer to him by his actual name. Sakazuki's first non-flashback appearance came during the Paramount War. Along with the full forces of the Marines, he was summoned to Marineford to combat the Whitebeard pirates, who had attacked the base in order to rescue their crewmate, Port Gas-D Ace. Sakazuki would very quickly become one of the major players in this conflict, as well as one of the most fearsome antagonists in One Piece. A primary reason for this is his devil fruit ability. Sakazuki ate the Magu Magu no Mi, a Logia-type fruit that gives the user the ability to conjure, manipulate, and become magma. In addition to this, as one of the few combatants able to fight against Whitebeard one-on-one, Sakazuki possesses an immense amount of superhuman strength and durability. However, in terms of Haki, he is only confirmed to be an armament Haki user, although it is highly probable that he is also a high-level user of observation Haki. With the exception of the Yonko Whitebeard, Sakazuki's strength was absolutely unrivaled in the Paramount War, and he was able to make his presence well and truly felt. However, we also need to acknowledge his cold and calculating intellect, as Sakazuki was the chief architect of a coup among Whitebeard's ally forces, which proved to be a very significant factor in the victory of the Marines. Although Sakazuki's most defining action in the war, and let's face it, the story so far, was when he took it upon himself to execute Port Gas-D Ace, after Luffy had successfully freed him from the execution platform. Sakazuki pursued the 2 brothers and blew a hole straight through Ace's body, resulting in his death. And unfortunately for Sakazuki, this action would not be without consequence, as an enraged Whitebeard would proceed to barrage him with attacks, with a clear intent to kill Sakazuki. After Whitebeard's death at the hands of Blackbeard and his crew, Sakazuki resurfaced and very nearly succeeded in killing Luffy, and was only stopped in the end by the Yonko Shanks, whose presence promptly sparked the end of the Paramount War. During the post-war period, Sakazuki pursued the Blackbeard pirates personally, as they had captured Jewelry Bonnie, a member of the Worst Generation and one of Luffy's contemporaries. Exactly why Sakazuki was personally required to apprehend her is currently unknown. However, Sakazuki is then revealed to be one of the few people who actually knows how significant she is. Which is certainly more than we actually know at this stage, so this is a story for a much later time. But it is very interesting to note that rather than face Sakazuki, Blackbeard immediately fled the scene, which gives us yet another big indicator of Sakazuki's pure strength. Sometime after that, Sakazuki was nominated for the rank of Fleet Admiral, following the retirement of the former Fleet Admiral Sengoku. However, due to their immensely differing ideology, fellow Admiral Aokiji was staunchly opposed to this promotion. As a result, the two admirals will battle on punk hazard for the position. This brutal fight lasted 10 days and permanently changed the weather patterns of the islands due to the devil fruit powers of each admiral. Eventually, Sakazuki emerged as the victor, although both men sustained serious and scarring injuries. Shortly after, Sakazuki became the official fleet admiral of the Marines and instigated two major actions, the first being the relocation of the Marine headquarters into the New World, and the second being a mandatory global draft in order to bolster the ranks of the Marines. This indicates that as fleet admiral, Sakazuki intends on building a force great enough to defeat the four emperors and take the New World from their grasp. Post-time skip, Sakazuki's appearances have been few and far between. He was seen dispatching Admiral Fujitora to Dressrosa in order to deal with Luffy and Trafalgar Law, and later appeared at the end of the arc in a heated argument with Fujitora, who had followed his own sense of justice and allowed the pirates to escape. Some more fun facts about Sakazuki. According to Akira Oda, Sakazuki is so strong that if he were to become the protagonist of One Piece, the story would end within a single year. As with every character who holds or has held the rank of Admiral, Sakazuki's design is based on a Japanese actor. Bunta Sugawara is the inspiration for Sakazuki, and his name is even based on 3 of Sugawara's films, which have Sakazuki in their titles. And finally, in a related truly useless fact, Sakazuki's name literally translates to Sake Cup. And that pretty much does it, for now, for Fleet Admiral Sakazuki. And I really must stress the for now part of that statement, because as of right now, this character is one of 2 antagonists who could very well be the final villain of One Piece. But even if he isn't, I have no doubt that he will be around for the end game of this story. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to like, favorite, or subscribe, and comment with who, what, or where you'd like to see featured in the next One Piece 101.